Good morning. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. And this is the Morning Buzz from 7 to 9 a.m. every weekday. Today's Wednesday, September 21st. You already know what song we might play later. You know. Anyways, my name is Leslie Gallagher. I'm in studio with Jake Goetz, Cassia Faria, Aiden Ivers, Alex Braun, and behind the scenes, we've got Lars Accardi. That's not great. That's not a great sound, is it, for like this early? Sorry to all of our lovely listeners. But I digress. Today we're going to be talking about some COVID cases spiking up here at Montclair State. More Trump news, as always. Well, as always relevant, as I should say. But first, I'm going to hand it over to Aiden Ivers with our newscast for the day.
Thank you, Leslie. And good morning, listeners of 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. My name is Aiden Ivers. Today is September 21st, as Leslie just said. As usual, the positivity is flowing in the studio right now. A little bit more than that grand slam walk-off home run from last night, Alex, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Before that, we've got some news to cover, so let's go through it. In national news, according to CNN.com, the real estate companies CVS and Walmart have reached a financial settlement within the state of West Virginia regarding the response of the two companies toward complaints of a failure to, quote, maintain effective controls as a distributor against the diversion that contributed to the oversupply of opioids in the state. Walmart has agreed to pay $65 million, and CVS has agreed to pay $82.5 million. So that's a lot of money we're talking about. Hopefully they get that sorted out as soon as possible. And in statewide news, according to NJ.com, the New Jersey Secretary of State, Tahisha Way, along with multiple colleges and schools across New Jersey, met yesterday at the College of New Jersey to kickstart a competition called the New Jersey Ballot Bowl, in which schools, 27 to be exact, will compete against each other to see how many voters they can turn out this November ahead of the November election. And the Secretary of State was actually here yesterday at Montclair for a little interview she did with our news team, which is really, really interesting. And in local news, according to Montclair Local, if you guys are looking for something, the community organization Montclair Mutual Aid will host a fundraiser from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Wellmont Theater. And the best part, it's silent disco themed. How fun does that sound? There will be 3 different channels in which participants can plug or connect the wireless headphones to and enjoy the music while it doesn't disturb anybody else there. So it kind of looks like they took a page out of the Montclair State book, because we've been hearing a little bit of those kinds of events going on in the past here. And for weather, we just can't seem to get enough of summer, guys. Today is another hot day. Another mostly sunny day with a high of 82 and a low of 68, with humidity at 58% and winds expected to blow at 5 to 10 miles per hour, with a possible late night thunderstorm for later on. This has been your Hour 1 news and weather forecast here at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Back to you, Leslie.
Thank you so much, Aiden. And it is continuing with that summer weather, but we're seeing those trickles of fall. It's colder in the morning, a little colder at night. I'm wearing a sweater this morning. And fall is definitely creeping in, but very, very slowly. But, speaking of fall, what's going on with fall sports, Alex Braun?
Sports news. The Mets have pinched the wild card spot for the NL, the National League. So it's guaranteed for them to make the playoffs. And the Mets will play the Milwaukee Brewers and won 7-5. And get ready for tonight, because the Mets will once again play the Brewers at 2:10 p.m. But last night, the Yankees had an amazing win against the Pittsburgh Pirates, winning 8-9, with Aaron Judge hitting his 60th home run of the season, joining only 5 people to ever do so in the history of baseball. And Giancarlo Stanton hitting a walk-off grand slam, winning the game for the Yankees. And the Yankees will play the Pittsburgh Pirates again tonight at 7:10. In Montclair State sports news, the volleyball team Montclair State won against Rambo last night. Hold on, my thing I moved 3-2 with winning the first 2 games. 25-16. Actually, they lost 18-25, but then got it back 25-22 over the Ramapo Roadrunners. The Redhawks will resume the New Jersey Athletic Conference play on Thursday to host Rowan at 7 p.m. inside Panzer Athletic Center. And Montclair State men's soccer team toppled Penn State Abington 3-0 Tuesday, making their record 5-0-3. The Redhawks open the New Jersey Athletic Conference play on Friday as they host the NJCU 7 p.m. at MSU Soccer Park. Montclair State women's soccer team beats the Sails 3-1. Because they won against the Sails, they move up to the 12th spot and rankings. And the Redhawks remain home Thursday, battling Farmdale State at PM at Montclair Soccer Park. I've been Alex, and this has been Sports.
Sports. Thank you, Alex, for sports. If you are a big sports fan, if you want to hear Alex's lovely voice again, you can tune back in at 2 p.m. today for the triple play.
The triple play with Tanner Price.
The triple play with Alex and Braun. Sports.
Sports.
But yes, sports. Sports are fun.
Sports are great.
But you know what's not fun? Stop. Is COVID cases going up by 52% since the first week of classes here at Montclair State. That's not fun at all. According to Montclair EDU, the dashboard reflects that all confirmed cases of COVID-19 in which the infected person was on campus during the period which they may have been able to spread the virus to others. New data is added every Thursday. Case counts may be adjusted from time to time when our clinicians become aware of cases during prior weeks. But last week, there have been a total of 75 cases, 64 students, and 11 employees. For the first week of classes, there was a total of 44 people total, 40 students, and 4 employees. And a quick reminder that Montclair State, the mask mandate is optional, but in times when cases are going up, and generally our school always encourages masks. So 52%, guys. That's a fun number. How do we feel about that?
Hold up. I feel like with that number, it's very like, I don't know. I don't know, because it's not like 52% of people. Like, it's up 52%.
Yes.
From what it was, but
52%.
it was also like how many people were getting COVID during the summer? Like here. You know?
Well, then not many people were here.
Right? Not many people were here at all.
So
it makes sense
there's
that there's like
lot
some
of people
sort of
coming
spike.
Yeah.
It's not like half of people have COVID.
Yeah, no, that's definitely up by 52%, not 52% of the campus's population, which would be much more startling.
I took it as
No, yeah, like you hear 50.
Oh no, it's two different things.
No.
No.
It's like no.
Math.
It's important to interpret these statistics right.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
But I mean, 75 cases, honestly.
It doesn't sound. I don't know. When you have a campus of thousands of students.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't sound bad, but we know COVID can spread wildly, but like also we are all vaccinated.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think do with what you want with that information.
Yeah, and I think with our teachers or our groups that we're in, I think it's important to keep that idea that even though the university switched the policy from like mandatory to optional, it's always good to, in times like this when we have circulating things going around, it's good to say, even though it's optional, it's encouraged that we try to keep each other safe in this time of, like I just said, 52% of cases rising, and
yes,
depending on how that is, it's up to us to make sure that doesn't rise that much more.
Yeah. I mean, there's currently 75 confirmed cases. And I think the best thing you can do is if you've been in contact with someone is, take action to just, make sure you're not around people until you're confirmed negative. And that's all you can do. And we're I feel like we're in the stage in the pandemic where we're living life pretty normally.
Yeah. I mean, compared to a couple of years ago, this is, it seems like it's really, really faded down or quickly faded down.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it first started, just the daily updates we kept hearing from our daily news sources. Doesn't matter where it's from, but just just ramping up. Like, okay, so yesterday we had this many cases in our community, and now it's this number, and then it's
Lots of numbers are always being
Yeah,
thrown
yeah,
around,
yeah.
which is I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think
Doesn't-
sometimes they're startling.
Say it.
And
What's
other
up,
times,
Leslie? What's your take?
my take is sometimes, maybe numbers are utilized in order to startle people, to make the
Mhm.
maybe encourage them to do something, and maybe numbers are not. I don't want to say they're manipulated because I don't know that for sure,
Mhm.
but maybe they are published in a way on a headline or whatever that is maybe more startling.
Mhm.
Just I think I studied that in like a media news class, how that's
Dang.
kind of a thing.
Yeah, who would do that?
Who would do that?
Yeah.
I wonder.
It's so funny talking about the media, and like this is a radio
Like,
show.
wait a second.
It's feeling a little
It's
meta.
like the Spider-Man meme where he's pointing at himself.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. It's our producers typing away in the chat, and she said we all got used to the fact that COVID isn't going away. I've been reporting on COVID on this show since my freshman year. I'm a senior now,
Right?
guys. One of my first stories was talking about COVID, but like this was like February of 2020. So I was talking about it. It wasn't even like
Yeah.
confirmed here yet, and I was talking about it, and I was freaking out. And people were like, "Don't freak out. It won't come to America.
No.
America's too good." And I'm like, "What? We're not immune, first of all." And then it came, and then people felt
Yeah,
very
I
stubborn.
remember that
It's very
period too, doing like a newscast on like the Japanese princess one, like the
Oh,
first couple American cases.
Mhm.
And I remember like I think the New York Times did like a little podcast on it, and I listened before I went in for the buzz, and I was just like, oh boy, this is actually gonna be bad, isn't it?
Yeah, and I remember, like the week before the pandemic started, I signed up for the SAT in my local
The
district,
essay.
Yeah.
and I was in high school, and one of my teachers walked by and he said, "Hey, are you gonna take the SAT this weekend?" I said, "Yeah, I signed up." He's like, "Not anymore because it's canceled because of COVID."
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
So-
Not anymore.
SATs,
Going-
man.
Going off of what you said, Jake, that gave me the idea of, oh yeah, this is gonna be like life changing. It's gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, if
it's
they
crazy
cancel
how
the
far we've
SAT
came.
for it, I mean, they always, in school, like, I don't know if you haven't been in high school recently, they make the SATs like such a big deal, and they're like, honestly, probably one of the most meaningless tests I've ever taken. And that's not just because I got an average score. That's not important. But yeah, I digress. Anyways, any other thoughts? I mean, we're kind of like reminiscing in old
Yeah.
pandemic times, but it may be time to move on to talking about more COVID news because it's just that great.
Yeah. Oh man.
Is it too early for this much sarcasm?
It's never too early for sarcasm.
I hope someone else is laughing
That's
on
how we
the
get
other
through the
side
day.
of the radio waves. I hope someone just chuckled.
Yeah.
I'll never know. But anyways, Jacob?
Yes.
Woo!
Montclair School District back to normal as COVID-19 mitigation measures are retired. Montclair School District, that's the title again. Okay. When the school year started last year, students of the Montclair School District had to adjust to a new normal. Social distancing, desk shields, outdoor lunch, and other strategies were everywhere. But now, a year later, students entered their classrooms as they would have had it not been for the coronavirus. The change in equipment doesn't mean that they've forgotten all about it. The district continues to follow guidelines from the New Jersey Department of Health and the CDC. On top of that, school nurses are tracking and reporting all positive student cases in the schools. The return to normalcy has not included much news of the coronavirus, however. Weekly case amounts are not released, and the principal has not mentioned COVID in either of his 2 weekly updates he has given so far. Montclair parents have been praising the school for the way they handled COVID. One parent said, quote, "They really did a quite job of not instilling panic," end quote. Oh wait, no, that's the next story. Wow.
Were you about to read the next?
Yeah, I saw 2 more paragraphs and I was like, read. I'm a reading machine.
You're just like
More content.
Whoops.
Gosh, very like Trump-esque quote right there at the end.
They did a really great job of not instilling panic.
Yeah, I didn't want.
It's really important not to instill panic though.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. but,
Like, I don't know. Whenever I hear about like these types of things, I took a class here at Montclair State because you're listening to WMSC Upper Montclair 90.3. Just saying. It was called a crisis communications, and we learned about prevention, and like, you know, it's really important as a leader in like any position to ensure people don't panic as much or do whatever you can to diminish that. So I mean, I find it interesting that you say it's a Trumpish quote because, you know, panic's bad.
No, panic do be bad. Like, I'm not saying it's not, but I don't know. I think it's weird that they're not giving much information about it. And I don't know. I feel like basically what's being said there is like, oh, I'm really glad I don't have to think about this anymore.
Yeah.
And also,
that
like,
is
who's
true.
panicking about COVID? Like
A lot of people.
I mean, like right now, like it's not like, you know, new. Wait, COVID? What is this?
See, that's the thing. There's two sides of that. There's people who are like, we know what COVID is. We're not going to panic when friend tests positive. Then there's a flip side to that of like people who panic like it's brand new, and that's not invalid. But they're, you know, I've seen people react that way, and that's perfectly fine. You know, does that make sense? I don't know.
I mean, maybe if they like got it or interacted with it in some way.
I think everyone just kind of has different fear levels with it because we've all been going through this together, right? We're all in this together for like the past 2 years now, but we all do have different experience with it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think everyone has had like their own share of, I guess, kind of, I don't know if trauma is the right word, but experience, you know, with their family and how that might have affected them.
Yeah, definitely. Because back to like some people getting more scared now, like some people got it right as it started, like got it right at the beginning. Like people like me, I have not gotten COVID yet.
Me neither.
Oh,
Confirmed.
Yeah, not confirmed. But so if I got it, God forbid, I think I would definitely be like, what's gonna happen? Like, even though I know all the facts, all the news, I just think I would be very stressed out and very scared right now.
Yeah. I think the only time I freaked out about it when it had been a thing for a while was last Christmas when my brother got it. No one in my immediate family, and like my mom, dad, sister, brother, my immediate family had gotten it at that point. We'd all been really lucky not to. And my brother got it he tested positive on Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas.
I was like,
No,
Nice present.
all the time.
I was like, stay away from me. I was like, I want to see grandma tomorrow. Like, come on. No, but we didn't see anybody.
Similar situation to you, Leslie.
Yeah.
Myself, my family, and I, we all had COVID 2 times during the course of about 7 months. The first time we got it, it was around like the same time as you, around New Year's, more like after Christmas, around New Year's.
Party time.
And we didn't, none of us were vaccinated then, so because they weren't available. So it was a lot worse the first time we had it. And then the second time we had it was in August of this year.
That's so insane how you all got it together.
Yeah,
twice.
But you know, it's just like it really doesn't. It's really unclear where it comes from.
You know what's funny is like in those times, right? Because you're from. Am I allowed to say where you're from on
Staten
air?
Island, yeah.
Staten Island. Okay, I was making sure you're okay with that.
Yeah.
You're from Staten Island, and you were in Staten Island both those times that happened.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just about it was well no. The New Year's of 2021, it was around like Staten Island community. Like we got somebody somewhere got it in that community.
Staten Island.
The August one was when we were coming back from Florida.
So
it could have been
surprise
from there on a plane. I don't know where, but the number one thing I want to emphasize is we all got it, including my grandma, who's 92.
Is she okay?
And she got over it twice.
Oh my god!
I got over it the first time without being vaccinated, and then the second time when she was.
What a champion!
She's awesome. Shout out to you, Grandma, if you're listening.
I feel like I should buy her some flowers and be like, you're just wonderful.
I mean, and we said like, well, we understand how COVID affects people in that age range. Like people in that age range are the most at risk. You know, we recognize that, and we kept my grandma very safe, and you know, we just watched her every day. We took care of each other, and we got over it. So hopefully doesn't happen a third time. Hopefully.
any wooden studio we can knock on.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna move on. Jake,
Oh, what's up?
can you do news?
Oh,
Can
for
you
a new
can
show?
you please news?
This is a new show?
Yeah, it's the morning buzz.
Wow, that's wild.
Did you have your coffee this morning, Jake?
No, I didn't.
Fortunate. That's unfortunate.
Did
Channel-
you dance in September this morning?
No.
What?
Channel 5 honors Queen Elizabeth's funeral with a somber screening of the Emoji Movie. It's
Wait,
often said that the best way to honor the memory of a loved one is not by dwelling in despair, but by living on as they would have wanted. It's harder to say whether Britain's Channel 5 considers the recently deceased Queen Elizabeth II as a close loved one. But if so, the broadcaster has found an especially unique means to carry on amidst a massed outpouring of emotion over the Queen's death. While every other British channel paused their regularly scheduled programming on Monday to screen Her Majesty's funeral, Channel 5 concocted their own tribute, a screening of the Emoji Movie. Yes, the Emoji Movie, a film Jordan Peele once said convinced him to quit acting sheerly based on an offer to star in it. This is a film where Patrick Stewart plays a I don't know why we include this sentence, we can't say it. Not gonna tell, yeah. Channel 5 per Entertainment Weekly was the only major UK broadcaster not screening the service, save for a documentary on Her Majesty that Channel 4 aired in the funeral instead. After the Emoji Movie concluded, Channel 5 also showed children's favorite Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs and Sing.
What?
So I guess they just played a bunch of, probably because like they figured like, okay, all these guys are gonna be showing this funeral of because the Queen died, and like we'll just play like kids movies for the kids who are just vibing.
It's
Yeah.
just so funny how all of this is worded.
Yeah.
We're all stifling our laughter a little bit.
No, like it is like objectively funny.
It's
Like
hilarious. Like, why the
Um,
Emoji Movie? And also, like, I didn't see that movie, but I saw like the trailer.
My friend made me watch it. Not even worth as like a fun.
Yeah, it
watch.
doesn't
I watched a
work
review
that.
of it, so I didn't have to watch it, and it was not great.
what I'm wondering is like, does the Queen not have like like a movie that like I don't know, like I feel like we wouldn't know about it in America, but like is she not featured in any like popular media that they could show down there?
She's in The Crown.
She's in Paddington.
Yeah, but
Yes.
kids don't want to watch The Crown. But Paddington, why didn't they play Paddington?
Literally.
That would have made so much sense. I know
Paddington
like
one and
people were
two.
using paddington to like kind of even as a part of her memorial. Like
Mhm.
I think I don't know. That would have been
Yeah.
cool if they did that.
But maybe it's an effort to maybe take their feelings away from the current situation for a little bit.
Yeah, just don't
Maybe
think about it.
that's why they put. I mean, Emoji Movie out all movies is kind of questionable.
That really is like a just numb all your neurons.
Yeah.
It's probably just to take them off because it's a long process. It's a long morning process. So it's probably just to take them out of focus for a little bit before it came back to that.
I wonder what Channel 5 usually airs because I like here like they don't like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network. They don't like stop their programming for like kids.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Well,
is that what they usually air?
No,
The Emoji Movie?
I doubt it.
if you remember, Cassandra, Nickelodeon actually did do that. back
Oh,
in
they
the day.
did?
Remember the Nickelodeon like for Earth Day?
Oh well, I meant like with like
Yeah.
I guess like current events.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, the National Go Out and
Oh.
Play Day or something. I remember that.
then-
Worst day for a child.
Yeah. Now that's when I put on Cartoon Network. If Nick's not on, I'll put on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, you put on Cartoon Network or the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just can't watch SpongeBob for the day, The worst day for a child. This Nick Jr., Nick Teens,
Nick Music.
Nick Music. I
Music.
don't know about that.
Like music.
They have music.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
allowed to music.
Yeah, they play.
Nick
I
Coons. Just
think usually they play,
What's
music videos for smaller artists. I think I'm pretty sure.
what's that thing? Kids Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just popped into my memory. But as the morning buzz is going to come to a close soon, we're gonna give you some really great kitchen advice. Because it's 9 a.m. Maybe you're making breakfast, and maybe you're making chicken for breakfast, and maybe you considered cooking your chicken in NyQuil, and we are here
You
to
wanna go
tell
back to
you
sleep again?
to not do that. if you want, because that's bad for your health. Because the FDA warns us about this dangerous social media challenge about cooking chicken in NyQuil. Who thought of that? Who?
I would
I
love to
want to know. What?
That had to be like a dare.
That is the dumbest. Okay, let's figure it out. Okay, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, adolescents and young adults continue to be susceptible to social media dares like these. The FDA stated in a warning, quote, one social media trend relying on peer pressure is online video clips of people misusing non-prescription medications and encouraging viewers to do so too. These video challenges, which often target young youths, that's a little redundant, youths, can harm people and even cause death, end quote. One recent challenge posted on social media encouraged people to cook chicken in a mixture of a lot of words I cannot pronounce. The basic ingredients of NyQuil is all you need to know. And if it's words you can't pronounce, probably shouldn't be having it all the time.
Doing that.
And some similar over-the-counter cough and cold products. The agency also pointed to a TikTok challenge daring people to hallucinate by taking large doses of over-the-counter, more words I cannot pronounce, called the Benadryl challenge. The FDA cited reports of teens ending up in hospital emergency rooms or dying after. CNN Health reports that they bring up questions of, quote, why are you so susceptible to these challenges? They mention how the brain isn't fully developed until the mid-20s, and specifically it's 25, how kids don't consider that laundry detergent is poison, and social media influences these decisions. It is true that social media, we are scrolling all the time, and you know, if you think about the times before phones, it's like the people you talk to are the people you physically saw in person, the people you live next to, worked with, went to school with. You have access to everybody who has a social media account now, and everyone also has the liberty to more or less post kind of whatever they want. And there's some restrictions, obviously, on social media sites, but you know, someone could even see a quick video before Instagram decides to take it down. It could get viral before that point. That's happened many times. So it's a matter of being media literate in terms of being a viewer, but then also being someone, if you regularly post, not be spreading these things.
Yeah.
And oh my God, this is so dangerous.
Yeah.
Why?
I just even know what to say, because like I'm thinking of these past challenges, like
there's so many dangerous challenges.
not that like I like, you know, like why are people doing this? Just like,
Hey, if it wasn't dangerous, it wouldn't be a challenge.
I
think, but there's a line to be, I guess, crossed in that sense. It's like you can do challenges that can be like fun and a little thrilling in terms of like,
in terms of
maybe a cool skateboarding
Yeah,
trick. I don't
right.
know, but not when it comes to like putting stuff in your body. Like that is could be, you know, irreversible. And not saying that like skateboarding isn't dangerous, as someone who's literally broken her wrist doing so. It's dangerous, but like there's like
a different type.
it's a different type of dangerous. Like you know, harm can happen either way, but like you know, there's a line.
Yeah, I can imagine like somebody on social media who comes up with this idea and he's like, if you're looking to go to bed thoroughly after having a meal, then I have a suggestion for you.
Ugh.
Do I have
To
I have to say.
food and cook it in some NyQuil sleeping,
Dude,
because you will get the benefits.
Stop it. That's
Like,
disgusting.
dude, looking at
picturing it
the
now,
blue,
Zach.
this blue chicken actually kind of looks cool.
What?
Well,
I'm not saying it's blue.
Jake,
They
don't you
cook it
dare
in
be promoting
Gatorade.
NyQuil
They
chicken.
cook it in
chicken,
Gatorade.
like, and then like this blue.
No,
syrup
right?
on
It's
it.
like there's better ways to make chicken
If
blue.
you want
than
your chicken
NyQuil.
blue,
There's better ways to make your chicken blue.
Just
Want
according
your
to
chicken to
Jake.
be blue on the first place?
I'm
Just
good
get
without
food
it.
Yeah, get
I
food
feel like
dye.
I would rather it not be blue. I'd rather it just be, you know,
Mhm.
all right, let's
seasoned.
not to be hasty. Like a blue chicken, that's pretty.
Why would you want blue chicken?
Like
Because
it
like,
probably
just
tastes
a
better
natural
than
normal
chicken.
Ow.
Because it's blue.
I don't
Why'd
think
you
it's
just
gonna
say-
taste better. I just think it's gonna be blue. And I
Why would
like
you
that.
want it to be
Because
blue?
okay, first off, the blue M&Ms are the best M&Ms.
That's kind of
Right?
true.
That's because they're blue.
Well, that's like saying like, why would you want like an M&M to be like blue, red, or green?
What about the
It's like any
Blue.
color.
The yellow
Because
M&M?
like I want color in my life, Leslie.
I do.
But like,
blue
why
M&Ms.
chicken? Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I want that
Jake
picture.
just showed the picture, or whoever put that in the thingy. But that's
they
it looks
like-
green also. Like that doesn't even look blue
Oh
to
no,
me.
that's not a good.
That's like when
picture.
you cook it, I think.
That's not.
That
Guys,
looks like
it's
yeah.
getting chills.
Sentence.
Those
Like
look
people
like-
actually did this.
Yeah, but it
you know.
depends on what food because like blue chips are actually pretty good. Like
That's
blue.
yeah, but
Like
they're
blue
supposed to
tortilla
be.
chips?
They're
Dude,
blue corn tortilla chips is what you're meaning.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
different.
Oh, I thought
Those
you
are
were talking about the blue-
delicious, bro.
Those are delicious. This is bad. Also,
my
not
gosh.
good for your health.
No.
Again, if you can't pronounce something, probably don't put it in your body.
Wait, I don't
at
think that
large
rule
amounts.
is universally applicable because I feel like a lot of like food ingredients is stuff that you probably can't pronounce.
I mean, but like in a large
Medical
quantity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also just a waste of money. That's a lot of NyQuil.
Yeah, right.
Particularly here on the morning buzz.
We're thinking about your bank account.
Your return on investment.
account.
yeah.
For you. More ways than one.
Wow. we're coming to a close here on the morning buzz this morning. Like NyQuil costs
God.
How much is that? Like
$18 for how many
ounces?
ounces?
Oh,
Small amount.
God.
What?
It's $10.29 for
$10.29 at CVS
Oh, that's Dayquil.
for
Dayquil.
Dayquil.
I don't think we should be telling people the prices because
It's not.
that about
Don't
where'd
cook
you
with
cook
it.
NyQuil.
use
NyQuil is medicine.
use the medicine for its intended purposes.
Mhm.
Not cooking with your chicken. And if you're gonna make breakfast this morning,
Just use
just use your
maple
eggs and
syrup.
cheese and your whatever else you've got. Your I don't know, whatever else you eat in the morning. I don't know what you eat in the morning. Yogurt.
Yeah.
Just use your normal ingredients.
Blue yogurt.
Blue?
No blue yogurt unless it's a
I
blueberry.
mean blueberry, yeah.
No NyQuil flavored yogurt, please.
No.
I mean, if it's just a flavor,
No.
Does NyQuil even
No.
like don't actually put NyQuil in your yogurt. But if you could use safe ingredients.
Among all of these
achieve-
jokes, anyone listening, we are joking. Please do
Oh, yeah,
not
no.
use
I'm
NyQuil
just
in your
saying,
food.
I don't put NyQuil in it. But if you want to make it taste like NyQuil,
If you
I
love the
support
Jake-
your creative insight.
I do not support your creative. Do not do that here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the end of our morning news show, The Morning Buzz, our weekday show. If you'd like to hear more news, you can tune in every weekday, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. But for now, we will leave you with some songs, some music, some tunes. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.